Record. All right, everybody. Hey, Team Trailblazers. It is October 1. This is our all Trailblazer team call. I am so excited for October and just so excited about everything that's happening with this team. You guys, we had an awesome September. So many people were impacted for better health, new people joining our teams, and just super excited to be with you guys in Austin in a couple of weeks. It's going to be here before we know it. And Kristen and Cheryl, who are both on this call, and I are leaving first thing tomorrow for Orlando, Florida, where we are going to go and drink from a fire hose with Ray Higdon and his incredible event that I know many of you guys are sick of hearing ad nauseum about, but it is going to be a game-changing event, and we're so excited, and it's just going to kick off a whole new season of the Juice Plus company for us anyway. So Cheryl has been on fire. Cheryl and Kristen have been on fire, and they're both going to do it tonight. And so I want to get right into it. We don't have enough time. So Cheryl is first going to take us through, and Cheryl, I didn't even ask you this, but do you have the Facebook page up on your screen?
I do. Okay. Yeah, I do. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. Okay, good. So we're going to go right into our Facebook page, and Cheryl's going to walk us through what she's been doing, which I so appreciate. So Cheryl, I'm just going to turn it over to you.
Yeah. Awesome. So I think everybody saw that I created what's called units. I've changed the Facebook group, our group, to be a social learning group, and that allows us to add training modules within the group. So I think, one of the things I know I've struggled with personally, and as an ed team, trying to keep them working through the things that at their pace has been a challenge. And so I've been working with a coach, and she suggested that we create these modules to help our team members get up to speed. So I have, we are going to have probably 7 or 8 modules total. Right now we have 4. There's a few that we want to, as Lisa mentioned, we're going to Rank Makers Live tomorrow. We wanted to have some conversations around a couple of the modules, like around closing. And then we want to do some social media modules. And so we want to take away what we learned from that event. And then with Austin around the corner, we know that there's going to be some big announcements, and we make sure we don't do too much work that needs to be redone. And we also appreciate in the future that Mission Driven and the Freedom Revolution are going to come together as one platform, and so then we can update the units according to those changes, rather than everybody on the team having to understand exactly what's changed. So hopefully having these units is going to make it easier to for everybody to onboard their new people and help their new people work through when they get on board. So the units tab, if you just go this is our Trailblazer page. If you just go to the units on the left, you can also get to it from a mobile phone. At the top, there's a little button for units, and it brings you into, if it works, why is it not going there? Oh, here it is. It did go. It just didn't switch. Okay, so now we're in the units tab. And there are, as I mentioned, there's 4 units. At the top here, I did put the passwords for Mission Driven and for Revolution, so people can always refer to that, the Freedom Revolution, and they can get to those easily. The first unit here is getting started. And again, these will evolve, but it's really, I tried to leverage the tools that we have already rather than creating new stuff right now. We'll do that later in the month. But, things like, a new representative, go to the Mission Driven model, complete the first 5 steps, and then coordinate with your sponsor on a connection call to talk to Lisa or Melissa or whoever your NMD is, right? So trying to leverage what's there, and you can work through each of these as your team member gets to them. It's easier so you kind of know where they are in this learning channel as well, and helping them answer any questions that they have, rather than drowning in the sea of information that we have until they're comfortable with that. Another great thing to do, so I had a new team member who joined us on Friday, and I just went in and I had this new unit, and I just said, hey, Renee, start here. And she said, okay. And she knew exactly where to go. She could get started, and then she knew she could work through the modules to start her training. So as I'd mentioned, we have the getting started, new representative, become your first customer. There's a welcome video from Joy Kelly. That's about a 20-minute video. I think we've all seen that one. some product videos, how to go learn with there's so many videos, just trying to direct them to a smaller quantity of information and then helping them find their why. So that's that original unit. And then you can select done when you do it. You select it on each one, and it kind of gives you a feeling of, all right, I've made some progress, I've got that one done. Cool, it's done, right? And then you can work through the other ones. The second one is sharing, and that's your warm market. So that's, again, using the tools that we have already, walking them through that. Events, what types of events are there, promoting, inviting, scheduling those events. And then some social media things. Right now I've just gotten the curiosity posts, that's from Mission Driven. And then these two are placeholders at the moment that we'll add some more content to as well. But that's what we have right now. Has anybody looked through these at all and have any questions?
Cheryl, I didn't know that you could mark them as done. I like that.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
Awesome.
Because I do that in the other training I'm in, and it's cool to just be like, phew, I got something accomplished,
Yes. No, that's a brilliant feature. I did not know.
Yeah. So as you work through these, just capture your feedback. Don't send me a bunch of stuff yet, but if you have feedback, just keep track of it. And then, after Austin, I can collect any feedback and we can incorporate that along with anything else we're learning. But hopefully this will make it easier for us to bring on new people and allow them to get it more quickly and not, sometimes that becomes our sole focus for the month, is getting that new person on board. We want them to be successful, but this will allow them to do that, without you having to handhold every step, but being there as a resource to them as they walk through it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl, I'm so pumped. I'm just so thrilled. And, we're going to be learning a lot in the next 3 days. So
Yeah.
I think that this is going to be a central hub for us. And although, the company's definitely going to be improving our own portals, our own Juice Plus portals, Facebook has become such a platform for our team and for our community. And I want my new team members on Facebook. I mean, I'm not really going to be actively trying to recruit people that are not on Facebook anymore because it's just too hard. So, because they're just not as plugged in. So this is going to be the easiest way for them just to get in there and get going right away without a lot of handholding. So I'm super excited about this, Cheryl. Thank you so much for
you're
leading
welcome.
Leading the charge. It's phenomenal. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to turn it over to our what do I call you, Kristen? I don't know, award-winning customer recruiter extraordinaire, like rock star of September, basically 25 orders. And I think it was Lisa that just asked, has anyone ever done this before? And within the Juice Plus company, yes, but I honestly can't recall anyone adding that many new, orders and customers in a given month. Especially, Kristen, you're not new. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not brand new. For anyone watching this recording, you might think, oh, well, she just started her business. She's talking to everyone. Well, no, Kristen's been a part of our Juice Plus family for a couple of years. So in theory, you've tapped out of your warm market. Like everybody says, I'm out of people to talk to. And that's so not true ever. So tell us what you did. Just tell us what you did.
Well, I think, like I mentioned on the Facebook post today, I'm like, every now and then the blind squirrel gets the nut. I mean, I think some of it is just sort of, the stars aligned. It really did. But these are all people that very few of them, I think maybe just a handful were brand new, like never heard of Juice Plus from me before. Everyone I've reached out to before, for the most part, I can only think of 2 people that did not, and those were 2 quad orders, so those were big orders, but everyone else I've been talking to, and I think it came down to 3 things, which are not, there's really not any new training on that. It was events. I happen to have a couple good events this month. Valerie Miles was in town. She did a talk for healthcare providers, and then the next night she did a talk, or next morning she did a talk for just the lay people. And I got 2 people to the health professionals talk, and 7 to Valerie Miles. And a lot of those people were people that I talked to before, but I got several orders off of that. And and I think it just, I keep a Tucson invite list in my notebook. And every time an event comes, I don't invite those people to everything, but I go down, it's old school, pen and paper, I've made a little grid, and I just check, and I send a cut and paste message to everyone. I just write their name in so it looks like it's personalized. But I just send out, hey, we got this talk, and I really looked at people that, that would, especially with kids, but even Valerie Miles kind of talked to the masses too. It wasn't just like a pediatric talk. So I started that list, and I go down that. I had that event, and I also had Kurt Beavers was in town. I didn't get anyone to Kurt Beavers though, but I went to that, and that was really good. And then we also, my other thing that really was nice was I did an Athleta event. So I'm their guest trainer for 3 months, and I get to do a class there the second Saturday of every month for 3 months. And they let me do a nutrition talk and pull out Juice Plus and everything. So I'm getting ready to do another one of those. And a lot of the people that I invited to my salad in a jar party, or I've talked to at the gym about Juice Plus, but I have to be kind of careful where I work about actually bringing my business into there, because they don't endorse, the place where I work doesn't endorse any, as they call it, programs or whatever. So I have to be kind of careful, but at Athleta, I could talk away. And I think a lot of those people, they're people that I've been training or been working, I've been their fitness instructor. And so they got to actually see me talk. They already have my trust. They got to see me talk about Juice Plus. But these are all people that I've talked to. So I think if you can get people to, I know Lisa's had some like yoga events, like it's just a different environment. I got several orders off of that as well. And people that just wanted to come for the fitness part. And I didn't really mention that I was going to talk too much about nutrition. I just kind of said, hey, I'm going to talk a little bit about performance nutrition too, but that wasn't so I got a lot from that. But then, what it comes down to is events. And then I think Teamsy has been huge, because there were people that I have not followed up with, that I had 20 people on my follow-up list, and some of them were 7 months old. And I was kind of embarrassed to go back, but I just told the people that. I think I posted a few of them on our team page. I said, hey, I used Teamsy and Ray Higdon. So it was total Ray Higdon's follow-up, my crazy follow-up video. It was like, hey, so-and-so, like I totally meant to follow up with you, but I got busy, and then a lot of time passed, and then I just felt a little embarrassed to follow up. I added that because after 7 months, it sort of seems like, you've been busy for 7 months? Like, you haven't had time for 7 months to follow up with me? So I'm like, I got busy, and then a lot of time passed, and then I just felt a little embarrassed to follow up. And I got a lot of people just answer back from that. A lot of cold prospects answered back from that one, which was interesting. And I got some orders off of that too. So it was kind of a combination of things, but really if I could put it into 3 things, it was events, it was Ray Higdon, and plugging into just that verbiage that he goes over and over and over and over. And it was Teamsy that helped. And some, I think those were really, those are the 3 things. If I could narrow it down, that's what I would say. And then just continuing, I think the one thing that Ray Higdon always says is, that has been really helpful to me, is if a person is pushing back, don't push in. So like, I had one customer that bought from me this month, and the first time we had a conversation, she said, I would absolutely never buy that. I don't believe in supplements. And I said, oh, it's not for everybody. That's all I did. Well, then I said, hey, we kind of clicked, and so we got together for coffee. And then that was the first thing she said to me. I didn't even mention Juice Plus. She's like, yeah, I just don't do supplements. I'm like, yeah, it's not for everyone. I mean, it's been for me because, and then she was like, really? It's done that for you? Like, well, tell me a little bit more. And it kind of led into a conversation. And then she came to my Athleta event, which was totally not about nutrition at all. But I talked a little bit about nutrition in the end. And then she was like, I'm going to do that. So I think it's like really knowing when to pull back and say, yeah, it might not be for you. And then when to, don't jump on them until they're ready to hear more. I think that's something that I've learned from Ray that has been helpful. That's it.
Kristen, and don't like take away from your effort. Like all of this took effort. You showed up to your business every day and you did the work. Like,
yeah, consistency has definitely been, I mean, I remember probably a year ago sitting down with you and Nikki Cotton saying, I'm talking to people and like it is not happening for like, and I still have a long ways to go, when my next, I got to get more people, working on my team, that I got to figure that piece out. So I'm by no means, I'm a work in progress, just like we all are. But yeah, I think that some of it is just that consistency, and you plant seeds and eventually we never know when they're going to sprout, but I've been planting and planting and planting. And I feel like for whatever reason, it was kind of funny because I was telling, I think I'm not a super religious person, but I really think I am a believer, and I really think like there's just sort of a God thing, because no kidding, just at the beginning of the month, I was telling my husband, like, I got to get some new customers. Like I'd had a few fall out and whatnot. And I'm like, it's like, bam, and I really do think that sometimes you just got to ask, for it. And it just sort of happened. So really,
you set that intention. You set that intention, and man, it like, boom. No, I'm so proud of you, Kristen. It was an awesome month, and I can't wait to see the team members that come from all this activity, because out of all those orders and all those people eating Juice Plus, a bunch of them are gonna, want to be on this mission with you. So that is awesome, and I'm so proud of you. And anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. All right, you guys. Well, I'm just gonna wrap this up. This is an awesome call. It's always better when you guys talk and share what you're up to. I think we learn from each other so much, and I just want to really underscore the excitement that I have and the sense of urgency around Austin. And I can't see everybody that's on the call, but I'm hoping that all of you guys have your airfare and your housing and your tickets and you're coming. And if you don't have that squared away, if you're still on the fence, I just can't encourage you enough to, as Ray says, be unreasonable and get on it like tonight, because it is a game-changing opportunity for you to change your life. And if you've been going to conferences and you're like, gosh, Lisa, it's always the same for me, whatever, make a decision now that this conference is going to be the conference that changes everything for your Juice Plus business. Like, I know that this week in Orlando, nothing's going to be the same for me when I get back. I know that. I just know it. It's already changing, and it's just going to get turned up like huge. And then we're going to go to Austin, and it's just going to be this exceptional time. It is an exceptional season in our Juice Plus family. Things do change. Families change and grow and expand, and generations kind of move on. And that's exactly what's happening. And it's so exciting. And I've never been more proud to be a part of this company. I've never trusted this company more than I do now. And so I just invite anyone that's watching our call tonight to really have faith in yourself, have faith in what you said yes to, and take a leap of faith. I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's not like you got to leverage your house or anything. You just got to get some airfare and carve out some time and invest in yourself, because it could be the investment into yourself that changes your life. So I'm super excited. Our dinner's going to be amazing. If you haven't registered for our team dinner yet, please do so. The announcement, it's pinned as an announcement. Please encourage your team to. We're going to celebrate after having our hair blown back a little bit on Thursday. Thursday is going to be a little different, you guys. It's not going to be a healthcare professional. This is definitely a business event, but that should not hold us back from inviting. I've been reaching out to people and contacts I know in Austin. If you have people there on Thursday night, the 4 to 7, you're going to have them there with you all weekend, because they're going to fall in love with this company, so who do you know in Austin? Be working towards that as part of your DMO. And if you're doing a lot of the outreach the way that Cheryl has been, and a few of us are, find some moms in Austin that are looking for a way to, contribute to their family income and have a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and invite them to Austin. I mean, basically all you have to lose is like 15 seconds of your time. So anyway, you guys, I'm so excited to see you. I cannot wait to be together. It's the most fun. I can't wait to go to Austin. It's going to be so fun. We've never been to Austin, so I'm super excited. And it's just going to be great. So unless anybody has any other questions or anything that they want to add, we can close it out. We're going to do our Shred 10 call at 6:30. I know some of you guys are inviting to that. So Kristen and I will go get a drink of water. I'm going to throw my dinner in the oven and come back. So invite some people, hop on our Shred call. We're going to have a great Shred. Kimberly's running our Shred, super excited. And does anybody have anything that they want to add or questions or anything? Donald Lambert's clapping.
She already knows what she's doing, and she's doing a great job getting it all up and running. So just keep inviting to it. We already have about 50 people in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great Shred. I'm excited. I might actually shred. All right, you guys. I love and appreciate you all. So excited for Austin. We'll see you guys in just a couple of weeks.